Val, do you want to help your friend out?
Yeah.
So my question was, how hard is it to turn off the Miss Independent switch when you find a guy? And then how, part B, 2 questions here for us people that are diagnosing themselves right now. How big of a concern is it that you find this guy you want in your life, but he's like, yeah, the OnlyFans thing, we got to do something about that. So and then Fit, I'm sure, has some choice words.
I can definitely use my past relationship as an example. I started making, well, actually, I always kind of made more money than him. But, I mean, it was always like a 50-50 relationship. And as I started making more money than him, I realized that I started taking on like, more things. Like, you know, if I wanted to travel or go on all these things, he started pretty much saying, well, you want to do these things, you got to pay for them. So because I made the money, I was the one providing, like, pretty much for the both of us. Yeah. Which
women were not built for that.
Which I found,
Straight up.
Myself, I literally found myself building up resentment because I was like, okay, if you see me making more money than you, and if I'm trying to like put you on different things too, like, how do you not want more? And I think that's when I started getting turned off because he would tell me like, well, Valerie, nobody has this as easy as you. Like, you just have it easy. Like, this and that. And I'm like, yeah, I might have it easier than other people, but I think like if you really want something, you
Why does he think you have it easy?
Because of OnlyFans, you know.
Would you say that what you do on OnlyFans is easy work?
I mean, I would say so, to be honest.
What price do you think
it's a lot of work.
Well, you know how they say that
it's work, but compared to me spending like 40 hours working in a week.
Oh, sounds horrible. 40-hour work weeks? Jesus.
I'm sorry, it is actually.
Let me ask you a question. You know, they say that fast money comes with slow problems. Go on the other side of it. What kind of problems do you foresee yourself having from making this fast money?
Well, I think it all depends on what, let's say, my future husband is okay with. Like, you go into other countries, let's say Europe, even in Costa Rica, there's nudist beaches. You go and you're nude. So what's the difference of you being nude in a beach and you actually...
Whoa, with all due respect, there's a big difference.
Okay, well, I'm saying people
pop your titties out on a beach to get a tan and then like doing sexual acts online.
Well, I don't do sexual acts.
So what do you do?
I just do topless pictures.
Okay, I mean...
So to me, it's more like, listen, I'm the type that if I have a baby and I'm out in the train, I'm going to pop my titty out and breastfeed my baby. I don't care. But that's just the type of person that I am. That's how I was like.
I like how you're nudist beach, breastfeeding, OnlyFans.
In the culture,
it's no difference, Val.
I mean, it's the human body. It's at the end of the day, you're nude. So whether it's a picture or you see it in person, you're still nude. You're seeing the same titties.
So just so I fully understand, are you saying that A, there's no difference, or B, the guy that you end up wanting to be with, because you're a beautiful girl, I'm sure a lot of guys are literally giving you money to see how beautiful you are, that he should just kind of deal with it?
I don't think he should deal with it. I think that at that point, I would just find someone that doesn't see it as big of a problem as other men would.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Fit, you're a good-looking guy, strapping guy. You got ladies left and right. You got those biceps. Flex on them for a second just so the cameras can see.
They did.
All right, yeah. How comfortable would you be within a situation like this?
First of all, I want to ask her a question.
Okay.
All right. Do you maybe think there's a correlation with the kind of guy that you were with and the fact that he was accepting 50-50, and that's why he accepted you also being on OnlyFans?
The what? Sorry.
The kind of guy that you were with. Do you maybe think about a correlation between the fact that he was doing 50-50 with you, and he was also okay with you doing OnlyFans?
Well, at first he actually wasn't okay with it.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. The correlation between a guy who was not as successful, you end up paying the bills, and he was also okay with.
If he had been a provider, I wouldn't have had the need to just.
You would have quit OnlyFans?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Straight up.
I don't want to do it. I do it because like it allows me to travel and do the things that I like when I'm young, but it's not something that I'm like, oh my God, it's my dream job. For sure not. I mean, I want to be.
What's your dream job?
I want to be a business owner.
Business owner?
I'm kidding. I don't know. I actually want to be this is going to sound funny, just a yoga teacher.
What about a mother?
Oh, I'm going to be a mother for sure, too.
Okay. Let me ask the mother-daughter duo out here. By the way, congratulations on the successful story. Step it up, weight loss. You said you were 300 pounds. You've lost what, over 100
Over
something?
100 pounds, yeah.
Congratulations. Helene, you started this business?
Yeah, we started it not too long ago. You know, her dad is German,
And I met him at a photo studio when I was a plus-size model, one of the OG plus-size models in the 90s.
Huh.
And we got married, like pretty quickly after we met. And he said first thing, like, no more modeling. Like, I want to marry you.
Who said no more modeling?
Her dad.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
He's like, you're not allowed to be a model anymore if you want to get married. And I'm like, well, absolutely, I'm marrying you. You know, I love you. And so that was a no-brainer. But there was tens of thousands of dollars on the table of booked jobs. And that was a big compromise for me. And I was a little bit unsure for a minute. And then I was like, no, this is happening. And I devoted my life, you know, to him and our life, you know, in Europe. And so I lived there for 10 years.
What did he have to bring to the table, specifically financially, for you to say, all right, no more modeling for me. Let me rely on this man.
Yeah.
And how much of a challenge was that?
It was a different lifestyle. Of course, I didn't have the same freedoms because I was in Europe, right? So we started off in Germany, then we moved to Switzerland and started our business in
A
Switzerland.
lot of topless beaches, from what I hear.
Lots of nudist beaches, yeah.
There you go.
That's what I'm
Go to
saying.
Europe, baby.
No, but
A
Europe is
European man wouldn't care, probably.
it's a completely different mindset, you know,
Yeah.
in terms of women kids come home for lunch. You know, like it's a very traditional, even though it's a modern society, it's very traditional. And so for me, it felt right. And he provided me a lot of freedom in terms of, you know, sometimes like he'd be on a business trip and he'd be like, where are you? I'm like, I'm on a train. They're like, what do you mean you're on a train? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Venice. He's like, you can't go to Venice on an overnight train. That's not safe. You know, so there was this allure of like, I don't know this man. I don't know this country. It was exciting. It was different. It was fun. And then, of course, our blessing, Penelope, came into the world. And, no, but I didn't really have a big problem with
Let
it.
me ask you this. If you met this guy, this awesome Swiss, German, European businessman who likes to ride trains.
Cars, fast
not
cars.
being weird. But he said, I love you, but I'd like to split everything with you 50-50. I can't be the provider. I can do everything else, but I still want you to quit your job. How comfortable of that would you be?
That would have been challenging.
So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another, or if you want to watch the entire SOSCAST, click right here.